Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I'm Massimo Sparky. I'm the Senior Solutions Architect in GitLab. And today I would like to talk to you about the GitLab Environment Toolkit and quickly show you how to get started. So let me go ahead and share my screen. So for whoever doesn't know what GitLab Environment Toolkit is, it's a framework that allows you to quickly set up a GitLab installation based on the reference architecture. It's a combination of opinionated Terraform and Ansible scripts that assist you in deploying such architectures. So it's a fully open source repository you can find on GitLab. This is the URL. And sometimes it's not that easy to get started. So in order to help you do that, I've summarized what's already summarized in the repository. So in order to do that, you will need to find and create a folder in your laptop, in your server, whatever you choose to do so. And you need to have these structures. So a folder for each and every environment you want to manage, and a folder containing your keys. So in this case, this is an AWS-based demo. So you'll find AWS credentials folder, you'll find the SSH key, and a GitLab license in case you may want to use that. In your GitLab environment folder, you'll find the Ansible configuration files and the Terraform configuration files. Then there is a placeholder Docker container, and I'll explain what it does in a bit. So before starting, we need to prepare our environment. And again, this is an AWS-based environment. So let's quickly jump ahead here. And we need one access key and one AWS secret access key. How to create them? You just go ahead, open your AWS console, you find, let's go ahead, IAM users, you'll find your preferred IAM users. And if you have not already created it, you can definitely create a new AWS key pair. You just remember to be a good citizen and just populate your description tag, get demo, with something more meaningful than what I did. So you just open up these, you go back to your Visual Studio Code or whatever IDE, and you populate these here. There are many ways you can pass these credentials to the following Docker container. I just happen to choose the most simplest one. And don't bother, this is not going to be active when you see this video. Okay, once this is done, let's go back to the environment preparation. And the second step is to set up an SSH. Now, I already did this. These are the keys. This is my public key. And this is the instructions. You just go here, actually go EC2. There should be a place like key pairs. And then you go ahead and create one. Once done, you just go back to Visual Studio and pull them into this folder, the keys folder. Let's go ahead and go back to our preparation stage. What else we need? We need AWS S3 bucket, and this is for Terraform. So how will we do that? Again, this is already created, and what you need to do is just create a bucket, specify these, pick whatever name you want, but just ensure that it needs to be globally unique, and then you can select the region of your preference. Once that's done, you just hit create, and you're good. Remember the S3 bucket state name, because you will need it when you configure Terraform. For example, let's remove this. Yep, we don't need it. You'll need it here, for example. This is the place that instructs Terraform on where this Terraform state is stored. So let's go back. And the next step we need to do is to create a static external IP. In AWS, this is called Elastic IP and can be found into the EC2 service dashboard. And you can just allocate an Elastic IP address. Now, bear in mind, whatever we created up until now has zero costs. As soon as you create your first Elastic IP address, it's going to incur costs. So be mindful of what you're doing because it will incur costs for you, your company, whatever, who's in charge of building inside your AWS account. Now here, you just need to copy the Elastic allocation IP and IP. This is going to be needed again in the terraforms here, files, and into, if I recall correctly, Ansible, because Ansible will be needing this IP to configure the Omnibus installation. Okay, once that's done, all that's left to do is head over here to get the command that's required to start. And we need to be here at the provision stage. Why did we skip all of it? Well, because our team at GitLab were kind enough to just create a Docker image that contains all the prerequisites that are required to easily run Terraform and Ansible. So it will contain all the libraries, all the Python, all the prerequisites, basically. AWS access key, Google, whatever, CLI that is required to run. So, what you need to do is just copy paste this. Hopefully you have Docker running on your machine. Just run it up and there you are. So to be even faster, let's just split our screen here. And what we could do is, let's take it like this. Let's just move this, make it a bit bigger. All right. What we need to do is follow the lines. So just cd terraform, environments, my environment, which is the folder name, and then terraform init. Now, if it's your first time doing this, it might take a bit of a while, depending on your Wi-Fi connection. What this does is to look at what we specified in Terraform and just loads all the modules that are required. I already did this, so it's super quick. And then the last step is Terraform apply, which will scan whether or not we have the required credentials and will plan out what are the infrastructure, nodes, services that Terraform will eventually create, whether or not you select yes when this plan will eventually be laid out. Now, it takes a couple of seconds, so hang on a bit. But once it does, it will show you all the resources that will be created, all the names that these resources will have, where it will be deployed, etc., for you to review. There you go. It's showing you up. So don't forget to review what you're doing. Once you do, you just hit yes, and the magic will happen. What do you mean by magic? Terraform magic. So what will happen is, bear in mind, just close here. These are all my EC2 instances in my AWS account. These are from past experiments, of course. Now, while this is rolling, what you'll see here is Terraform creating instances. There you go. It's a new one. What did it do? It created the first HA proxy. This is going to be the instance that will receive traffic from the front end. There you go. That's another one. Where is it? Is it in stop state? No. Okay. Here. There you go. That's the second instance. My test environment GitLab Rails. So Terraform-wise, we're good. what happened is Terraform went up, understood what our requirements are, what we want to create. We wanted to create, sorry, go here. We wanted to create a 1K reference architecture with just one node containing everything and one HA proxy of this type. So C5x large and HA proxy of size C5 large. Once that's done, it means that our foundation is well and good. So what needs to happen next? Of course, what needs to happen next is to provision with Ansible, actually configuring with Ansible. Now, we have this Docker container, so we have everything already prepared for us, so we can skip most of our configurations. But bear in mind, Ansible requires some custom configuration from us. So how to find the Terraform instances we just created? What are the general settings of your GitLab installation? So what's the name? What's the IP we need to connect? Whether or not you want HTTPS, so secure connection. What's your encryption provider? What are your passwords? Not a very good one, just. And what is the license key if you're a premium or ultimate customer? And what is the SSH key that Ansible will need to use to log into this machine and configure these based on the nodes type? All right, so getting back on the saddle, what we need to do is just clear up everything. Get back on just follow instructions. So let's go back on our folder, just cd into Ansible, and then Ansible all ping. Let's type the environment, which is environment, inventory, and let's first see whether or not we can actually find, Ansible actually can find the hosts that Terraform provision. Wait a couple of seconds. There you go. These are the hosts, but based on the tags and all the information, were found by get. What is the next step now? Well, we just need to tell Ansible to run a playbook, or actually a list of playbooks, based on what's in our inventory, which is all.yaml. So now this is going to take a while, depending on the type of reference architecture you're deploying. And it may require more than just a simple step if you're running highly available infrastructure or GitLab GitHub. So I'm going to stop here the recording. You will see me in a couple of seconds with all the Ansible already made and created. Okay? See you soon. All right, we're back after 10, 15-ish minutes. Ansible just finished its jubbly. And what we have is, let's recap. So we just Terraform applied everything, and we now have running environments with public IPs and whatnot, depending on what we configured. Remember, we only have 2 instances because we configure Terraform to install 2 instances. And after Ansible, what we should look at now is the fully functional GitLab environment we chose to install. So let's head over to our Elastic IP. We can go from here, we can go from there, no matter the place. And let's go. Let's open the website. And here we are. We installed the GitLab Enterprise Edition. And in order to find, and I never remember whether or not it's admin or root. I think it's root. Yeah, it's root. So the password is what we configure it to be. And here we are, back in GitLab. So let's expand this. And what we can find here is a fully functional GitLab installation And let's go to admin area and see if, in fact, yes, the license was applied. We have 10 users. This is a demo environment, of course, and these are all the things that it's been installed. So we are currently running the most up-to-date GitLab installation, and that's because all of these things are fully handled by the GitLab environment toolkit. Again, the admin user was created 8 minutes ago. This is a fully fresh installation. Now, we've just barely scratched the surface of what Get can provide. And in order to be very, very good employees, terraform destroy, what we can do is, let's go to terraform environments, our environment, and destroy everything. This is just as simple as doing this command. Now, bear in mind, what will happen is just scan whatever we have and tell us, okay, this is the plan of Terraform. This is what is gonna actually happen. This is what I'm gonna do. So if you tap yes, this is what will happen. And it will just destroy everything we just created via Terraform. That's it. If we want to know more, just definitely go to this repository, GitLab Environment Toolkit. This is just a few of the things you can do. We support and deploy all reference architecture, cloud native variants on all cloud providers. But if you just scrap Terraform, you can use Ansible on-premises instances. You can handle GitLab upgrades. You can handle GitLab new releases. You can attach an open source environment, disaster recovery, zero downtime upgrade support, handles SSL TLS support, like you've seen in the Ansible configuration with the comments. Again, it supports on-prem and other custom configs. And another thing, it's open source. You can fully use it, can fully extend, and you can use it to handle more than just a single instance. But remember, if you want to use it in production, better get used to how it works, because the learning curve is real. All right, that's all. Thank you very much. And let's type yes. And there you go. Thank you very much. Have a good day and see you